So good evening. Welcome to today's short update on gold, and I'll be covering the euro dollar as well. I'm not going to go into any other instruments. It's just for those two instruments for you to navigate. We have this is the recent bullish move runs that started from here. We saw this as a wave one, a two, and a possible running like three scenario. So we had probably a one, a two, a three, a four, and a five here. And we saw this as a wave two. Okay. If I go through it, this is daily chart, please. From a one, a two, a three, a four, and a five. Then we had an A, B, C, which is A of B, B of B, C of B, then a C here of a two. Then this is the recent move to the upside, which we are taking as the beginning of wave three. And we saw that this could be a wave one and a two, 3, 1, 3, 2, and inside of a 3, 3 that we think may be very long, and we are still calling this bullish a 3, 3, 1, and probably a 3, 3, 1, a 3, 3, 2 here. A 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. So well, it could be anything really. But the best way to still align ourselves is to see this one as a 1, 2, and a 1, 2. And we are looking at it that way. But we are interested because this may still end up to give us a double correction to the downside, breaking this low here, in case price wants to make a double correction. So in that case, you have this like an A and a B and a C, probably a WXY, and this can still go up without breaking the top and still make a double correction and come low to break this. So it could be anything. But at the same time, price may just continue to spring up. But we need always to look at what the correction is at all time and the mood of the market. So we have seen this go up in 5 waves on the daily time frame after the wave 2 correction here. So inside of a 3-3, we are seeing this go like a 5 waves correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, and an ABC, A, B here, A and a B and a C down in the 5 waves here. So these also had gone up like a 5 waves, correction. And like we said, that these are giving us like a motive correction, like a 3-wave correction. So we can see it divided into 1, 2, and a 3. So before this upturn. Now to see, we are concentrating on this part of the trade to see what are we likely going to get. So if we go to right inside the 1 hour, so that's where we are going straight. Inside the 1 hour, we saw this as a 3-wave correction to the downside, an A and a B part that is very slim, and the C part that came down like a 5-wave structure before this ascent. So it's a 3-wave structure that we saw at the end of the day. This long A, B, and a C. And of course, we saw this one really divided into 5 waves. This is probably divided into not 5 waves. You can't call it 5 waves, but it is what it is. Now, going into this structure, the immediate after this correction, so we are seeing this as a move to the upside, and we said this may be our 1. These are 1. We are seeing an ABC correction to the downside, and we were saying that we may have a zigzag or not. So we may have a zigzag. These had gone up as a 5-wave correction or move to the upside. This is 1, 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So after this is 5-wave structure on a 1 hour. And we are looking at this also as a possible, is it like a 5-wave structure to the downside? It didn't quite give us a 5-wave structure to the downside. It gave us a 3-wave, which is 1, 2, and a 3. So it's an ABC. So it could be an ABC of A, and this may just be a B wave, and we may still want to come down as giving us a C wave. And of course, this move again may have ended the correction, and probably we are going up. So you don't trade every wave, This is where you're supposed to have cut your move to the upside. But now it could be anything. And so we want to analyze what and what we are likely going to get here. So if you do a retracement of A to B to C here, it is actually less than, it is almost 161.8 extension. It is less. So it could still go for an A, B, C, not a 1, 2, sorry, a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. No. So it's an A, B, C correction. So, and on a 1 hour time frame, it's really an ABC 3-wave. So we may see this also going up as a 3-wave or as a beginning of a new wave to the upside and not part of the correction. So what we are saying is that if I bring my drawing, because now we are almost breaking the top, we've gone past 85.4 retracement to the upside. So the likelihood of this being a zigzag is gone because really this is an ABC. So it could still be a flat, it could be a regular flat, it could be an extended flat, option of extended flat, regular flat, and running flat is still on the table, you know, considering this, the all of this as an A, if it's going to be an A, nobody is calling that. But, and that is why most of the time, if you want to take a shot at your trade, if you take a shot at a trade here, you are taking a shot at a trade that going up, it could be anything at the end of the day. Going up, it could turn out to be anything because if they want to come down, that's why your stop loss might be narrow. So if they decide to make this a more complex correction of an A, B, and a C, a zigzag or anything, you know, but the wave and the way it's going up will tell us what is going to be at the end of the day. So you should have probably taken a small buy here, trying to see the inside of this correction, because it could have bounced back here. They first gave you a deception here at almost a bit over or almost like 61.8, you know, retracement to do as if they are coming down. And what did they do? They gave you an ABC correction, an ABC correction, and they are going up again. So we may see this also as an A and a B, and this as a C is not impossible, but there is a point at which that will not be anymore. So that will not be anymore at a level. If I go inside of 15 minutes time frame, still looking at this, like I said, it's 5 waves here. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. Before we have this, an A, B, C. So the A also ran 3 waves here, 1, 2, 3, and these are like a complex A, the fourth part of B, A of B. Then we now have A, B, C here before these 5 waves here to complete B wave. Then we now add another 3, probably a 5 waves to the downside, like a 1 and a so and a truncated 5 here before this move. So on the long run, this is what I want us to look at. It may just continue to go up on gold if I bring out my drawing. So what do we want to see? It's messed up now, right? I will try and make it. So now this is the move. And this is our first correction that we know that it didn't go into a multi-wave correction, but it's an ABC. And this one, you know, is almost breaking the top here now. So it's going to break the top. If it breaks the top, what will suggest that we are still going to have a one leg to the downside and make it a correction? What and what? So what and what could make that happen is this. What and what could make that happen is this. Once we break the top, this is 1, 2, 3 extension, and this is 161.8 extension. So between here and here, so between 2070 and where the price is, it can still turn out to be anything. So we are going to watch for a break of structure to the downside. within this zone in itself. So if we see a break of structure to the downside on probably 5 minutes time frame, once we break structure to the downside, then we know at what level that is happening. Is it at the level of 123? Is it at the level of 161.8? For us to know if we are correcting, is it going to be an extended flat, a running flat, or a regular flat? You know, we would find out about that. So once we get any reaction with it, but once we go past 70, they know that it's a new wave entirely that is going up, and it's not a correction anymore. So this can grow to be a new wave going in itself, or still part of the correction of an A bigger B, and coming down to do a C. So we need to see what is going to play out. So what I'm trying to say is that if you had wanted to join this, you can't join now. So you are going to wait for correction before you join. So you ought to have joined here, and with the aim that, okay, this could still go up and break the low, but now they're not breaking the low here, except they break this top, and let's see the way and manner it ascends. Then euro dollar. If we look at euro dollar, what that is giving us. Now, this also had gone down like an ABC, an ABC format here. It's almost, calling an AB or a 1, 2 to 5 here, almost like, a 5-wave structure to the downside here in itself. Like this is the first wave ABC, and before this move. So this could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure, but that the key now lies here, the way price is going to break here, because this also is still going up collectively. But you don't trade B. And that is why they tell you, you don't trade against a B wave, because it could actually grow to be something else. Not until the structure of B is broken to the downside. That is why you now begin to suspect that we are going to have a C on that larger time frame, probably on the 1 hour time frame. So we had broken this structure here now for us to get a B. So, and not until we break structure to the downside before you now begin to say, okay, we are going to have a bigger C on the 1 hour time frame to the downside. So we must know how these things works. You don't trade every wave. You wait for, okay, the clarity. I think it's clear now. If you had wanted to join this also, you could have joined here with the view that, okay, it may still do a zigzag and break to the downside. So, but now we need to wait. This is 85 here. Price is almost touching 85, and this is 90. So if we have a break of structure from here to the downside, then it's still giving us an option of what? A zigzag. If it touches here at 90 and it begins to break down and give us a breakdown of structure on that lower time frame here, then it could turn out to be a regular flat. But in case it breaks the top, and you should now be expecting, just like we said, I explained on gold, then we are looking at this area for a possible B, a 1, 2, 3, a 161.8, and a break out of here tells you this is a new wave. So when we have an impulse and the next wave is corrective, if you get a break of structure of that and you're able to count that, you can take your trade as if you want to, is that you want to sell or buy. And you are trying to look at that B wave as it's growing. If it's going to grow and come down again and break structure to the downside for a C. Otherwise, these may just have ended your move of A, B, C, and the price is going up. There is still that high possibility that price may still make a U-turn within this zone for a C wave on the larger time frame, probably on a 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. But for now, we still need to wait. If you're not joining this from here, you have to wait until price breaks out of here. If it breaks out, then the next correction we will get is what you are going to trade. I think that said, I've come to the end of this short update